Welcome
Welcome
to
to
Shade in the
Shadeinthecity.
City. I'm your girl, Treese.
It's Nellz.
And today we are here to do our review of the life after the lockup. It doesn't seem like much of a life. Season 5, episode 21, Games of Chance.
That's
Why did I not?
so fitting.
I guess so, because Chance plays a lot of games. Anyway, y'all,
Mhm.
we want to thank you for being here with us, Shade Squad, and all of our new viewers. If you haven't already, please make sure that you hit that like button.
And that subscribe button.
And y'all, let's jump right into this foolishness that is this show. And let's get shady. And I feel for some reason next week might be the finale. I may be wrong, but I feel like it might be. The way that they did, but you know what? Let me not do that. I did that last season and we were 4 more
Yeah,
episodes in. So you know what? Let
yeah,
me
you
not
did.
do that.
Yeah,
Let's
you
get
did.
shady. All right, so Tayler and Chance, I'm not happy about this at all, guys. We all know this is Nell's favorite. So Chance is apologizing to Tayler and saying that, his intentions were good and he wanted to be a family, but felt he never got the chance to do that because they had so many things pop up. He feels like, he can't be saved. And Taylor's like, yeah, nigga, you can. And it's not
You
my
know what I
job to
loved?
do.
She was like, "Well, that's life. Things pop up."
Right.
Instead of rolling with it, you
Okay.
decided to F up.
One thing I will say I was proud of her when she said when he was like, "Oh, I can't be saved," and she was like, "Right, and it's not my job to save you."
Let me tell you something. I don't care what nobody say. To me, in this episode, listen, it sucks that it took for him to be messing with some whole dude in order for this. But to me, Taylor was standing on business. She said,
Okay.
"I said what I said."
Well, he tells her that, she kept him in line and she's the best woman he's ever been with. And I would have been like, "Show you
So
right."
why you were searching for other ones?
So then he asked her for a hug, and Taylor doesn't really seem interested in doing that. And I can't blame her. Chance looked like he smelled.
That house looked like it smelled.
Well, Chance finally says, his goodbyes and he leaves. And then Taylor decides she wants to do crafts with the girls on the front lawn. And my notes say, "Where is your backyard, sis?"
Maybe she ain't got one because everything is laid out in the front
Front
yard.
yard. So she explains to the girls that she and Chance broke up and he moved out. And they ask if she's okay. And, Taylor says that she is, but she loves Chance. And her daughter tells her, not anymore.
And look, we didn't like him anyway.
Right. And so Chance, basically, and so the other daughter was like, "I'm kind of sad because, we won't see Chance anymore." And she was like, "Well, no, you'll see him because, the little boy or whatever." And she was like, "Well, no, because it's like how all your other boyfriends disappear." And I said, "This is why you don't bring everybody around your kids."
Period.
Okay. And then we're gonna get to why you need to stop having adult.
And then the little girl was like, "Where's he going? To his boyfriend's house?"
Right.
I said, "Oh."
And this is why you don't have adult conversations around your kids. Okay. So then basically they want to know, what should they do with the rings that Chance gave them? And she says they can give them back. Okay. So Chance pulls up in what seems to be a new car that we all know he cannot afford. He tells Taylor that he misses her and, basically tells him that he lies to them and tell him the car is for them. And, tells Taylor he misses her and says he doesn't think anyone
I
will
miss
care for her.
you.
Nah, this not appropriate. And says that, he doesn't think anyone will care for her and her kids like he would.
Yeah, they should do a better job.
Right.
Anybody can do a better job.
Right. So Chan says he came with good intentions and he's the best thing for them. Her daughter tries to give the ring back and he realizes that he did break his promises to them. He asks Taylor, if he comes clean and is open and honest, basically will she forgive him? Taylor says that they can talk later away from the kids. and he's hopeful that this will give him a fighting chance. And you know, he said he's willing to do whatever to get his family back. And really, I think Tayler just wants the tea to see
She said it. She said, I don't expect him to tell me the whole truth, but really I want to get to the bottom of a lot of this mess. So she just wants to hear what he has to say, but she doesn't expect him to actually tell the truth. So I don't know. I was still proud of her this episode. She was standing on business. Okay.
She was trying to. I give her that. She was trying.
Another person that was I guess trying to stand on business. Lindsey. Lindsey. We on to Lindsey and Blaine right now. So Lindsey, you know, she's still at the dress shop.
She snitched on herself.
I think she did that on purpose. So it's not like I'm putting
you think?
Out. I'm not the one putting
but
you out.
You know who was laughing this weekend? Shade Squad, Twitter Squad fam. Guess who was cracking up this weekend? Deontay. He said karma's a bitch. Okay, clearly we ain't got no Deontay love over here. I like Deontay. He may be a fool, but I like him.
How do you know Deontay?
From Life After Lockup.
You watched him in Life After Lockup?
Yeah, with the first girl that he was chasing.
And you liked him then?
I liked him then.
I don't know. You seem to like a lot of thirsty energy. And it annoys me. He gives thirsty energy, and I didn't like that. I don't like that. Basically, so Lindsey, you know, she's flipping out. Luckily, the grandmother and her daughter already left because, you know, she didn't want to be acting the fool in front of them. Now, Blaine didn't answer the phone, and she left a message talking about something. We need to talk. You need to get home ASAP. Like, it's giving, I'm gonna beat that ass. Okay. Then she calls her PO and lets him know that, you know, Blaine is, you know, he has a medical marijuana card. He said, okay, well, he got to get the hell out of there.
That's not probation.
And by the way, y'all can't get married either. She's like, but you just said, well, you just approved it. He said, yeah, that's before
I knew about the medical marijuana.
Yeah, things changed, just like they changed in your situation, okay? But you know, she said really at this point, she really don't even know. She
weed and change.
You're so stupid. He didn't even get the weed yet. He just got the card.
Right. Because he ain't got no. And look, clearly he do got some money. But
you know what? For me, it wouldn't have been the ring. I wouldn't have said, look, it wouldn't have been.
Oh, girl, it was so many things. It was so many things.
Okay? All the things.
All the things.
But yeah, basically, you know, she said really at this point, she don't even know if she really wants him to stay there anyway. Clearly she doesn't, because that's why she snitched. So she don't got to be the one to put him out. He legally can't stay there. So then when Blaine finally gets home, Lindsey's waiting outside and he already knows something up. He's like, oh Lord, I think he was mic'd up and he said something like, ugh. Okay. So she's like, where the hell you been? Okay. He's like, oh, I was over at, you know, my homeboy's house. Okay, and I picked up this here 8-wheeler for just a cool $800. Okay. Oh, cool $800 that you ain't have pay no bills with. You couldn't pay no bills
with.
No rings. Okay. You know, I'm up here buying you $200 change just to show you I give a damn, and you forgot all about the fact you were supposed to be getting me an engagement ring. This man flipped the hell out. I just wanted to do something good for my son. When Miley wants something, you spoil her. I just wanted to do something. Look.
She said, you couldn't spend $800 on a toy.
Yeah, basically. It was just $800. That's all.
No, what took me out was I'm depressed.
Go see a therapist, sir. Go.
Oh.
About that. Then they got into, you know, how he was talking mess about her to everybody but her, including her daughter, about how, you know, he's miserable, she's manipulative, she's a bossy bitch. And you know, she's like, why you even still want to be here? This bone said, I don't even know. I'm still trying to figure that out. I said, oh, wait, ain't no, look, it can't.
I want to be here because I want to fight for you.
It could have been me, because I'd have been like, well, ain't no point of you even walking up these steps any further, sir. Okay. So then she let him know that she spoke with her PO. Okay, he can't live there anyway because of his medical marijuana card. He's like, why bitch.
Right.
Why did you tell? Because she don't want you there. Okay.
Well, that and she said, I'm not. The one thing I'm gonna give Lindsey. She said, I value my freedom more, baby.
And she said, I'm looking at 40 years. I'm snitching. Okay. I'm snitching. She was like, I had to. All right. So she was like, you and your medical marijuana card can go wherever the hell you want, smoke whatever the hell you want, but it can't be here. Okay. She also let him know that Miley don't want them to be together anyway.
Mm.
This seemed to piss him off even more. So
I think that's what really hurt him. I'm not gonna lie. That really hurt him.
So then, he packed up his stuff and told her that she's the enemy. So what did I do to you? You ran off with a married man. I want to know what he is talking about.
I do too. I'm mad that they left it on a cliffhanger.
All I know is she got quiet after that. She ain't run, curse him out, no nothing after that. She know what he's talking about. We need to know what he's talking about.
I want to know.
I want to know. I want to know. Go ahead.
Yes. The jukebox is off and he's tweaking. Jesus. So then we jump into Melissa and Louie. I'm gonna make this real short and sweet. I'm actually tired of seeing them at this point. Melissa's still in our face playing with this pregnancy storyline. Louie doesn't understand why she didn't do it the day before, like Nellz said. Melissa says that she used to want to be pregnant by Louie, but now she feels like she'd be having a baby with the pizza boy. Louie thinks they're too old.
You the pizza boy.
Right. Louie thinks they're too old to have kids and says he doesn't really want to be, an old dad. And we know Melissa isn't pregnant. She has a whole 19-year-old child. She tells Louie that she appreciates his support despite him not wanting her to get the nose job. And she tells him she plans to ease up on him about getting a job because she didn't realize how hard it was on Louie to keep getting the door shut in his face because of his background. And then she said all that only for her to go to surgery. Louie's supposed to take care of her. She gets there. He waits for her.
She comes out a raging.
Right. He waits patiently for 3 hours only for her to come out and be a complete.
No. First of all, after the man helped her take off her nails. Okay. He done soaked these damn things with some cotton balls and acetone, wrapped them up.
That's how you know Louie ain't got no money. Because ain't no way I wouldn't have went down the street somewhere and sat and had a drink.
That's not the point.
Wait, no, I'm just saying. But he really sat there for that 3 hours waiting for her.
It was an act.
Ain't got no money.
It was an act of service, Trace. Look, Trace is like, this is why acts of service is not my life.
I'm just, so then, she, like I said, she come out, she's nasty as hell to him. She's complaining from the minute she gets in the car about how he's driving and, then he gets her back home.
Like, she don't know about New York Street. She tripping. That's like when Louie said that, I was like,
right.
Like, for real. You the one that want to come all the way to New York to get this done.
Right.
You ain't take this into consideration?
Right. I'm sure the Real Housewives had a spot in Bergen County somewhere you could have went. So anyway.
Well, that's in Jersey.
Well, she's in Jersey. She's in Jersey.
Oh, you're saying she could have got her surgery.
She could have stayed in Jersey. That's what I'm saying, instead of going to the city. So yeah, that's basically they finally get back home and she's still being a BIT and basically feels like she can take care of herself. And if I was Louie, I would have let her done it. But that's because I'm an asshole. So I'm working on it.
He was just waiting for her to go to sleep. He was like, please let the meds just kick in.
And let me not forget. I almost forgot this part because this is how much I'm so over Louie and Melissa. So then the big nose reveal is supposed to come up. Louie has planned this whole cute little like romantic date on the beach. She got the cute little bottles of Sutter Home waiting, that was my type of thing. But it looked like
there was no food. There wasn't no picnic or nothing.
Yeah, no, there was no food. But at least he brought the drink. That's a step in the right direction. But again, we know Louie's broke. So if we got
he did what he could with what he had.
Now, I will say, Louie, it's not good to drink on an empty stomach. So if you were gonna get the wine, you should have went over to the 7-Eleven and got some Ritz crackers and maybe some cheese or something.
He could have got an already made charcuterie board or something like that.
No, that might be too expensive. I said get the Ritz crackers and go get you some like ham, and then roll it up and put it on the cracker. That's what my man.
I think it'll come out being the same price. They got the little already made charcuterie board. But regardless, it was the thought that counted. I thought it was.
It was the thought. It was really cute. And so, he's out there waiting to see Melissa's nose. He's not sure what to expect. But he said he's gonna try his hardest to bite his tongue if he doesn't like it. And as I showed y'all the picture of Melissa's nose, it's a nose.
You know what? You might be right. Maybe it is the end of the season next episode, because it sounds like a few reveals that are happening, like this episode. So maybe it is. Next up is Shawn and Sara.
He's sad, motherfuckers. Excuse me.
I don't think that's allowed.
I apologize, Shade Squad. I'm gonna try to bleep that out. Jesus, these I don't know what to say about Shawn and Sara. Jesus Christ.
Like, you ain't never cursed like that on Shade in the City before.
Oh.
Look, that's how you know it's real.
For real.
Oh my God. Okay. So it's moving day for Shawn and Sara. Apparently they need to downsize. Wait. All right, hold on. Let me get myself together.
They gonna downsize into a dilapidated house.
Oh my God. All right. Now
all I got to do is clean it. Bitch, where? There's no walls. What do you mean clean?
She said they really couldn't stay there even if they wanted to. Now they know it's gonna be totally different from what they're used to, but they feel like it may be worth it in the end, or at least that's what Sara said. Apparently, this is something that Sara's stepdad helped him out with, and she's super grateful. That he found them a place. Now they pull up to this burnt down home. You saw this. They pulled up to this burnt down home. And listen, you know what? Listen, WeTV is shady as hell, because the way they went to commercial.
Right.
After that, look, I was like, is this the wrong address? Do they got the wrong address?
You know what? Here's my thing. If I would have saw that, I'd be like, oh, I ain't never asking you for no more help.
All right.
I don't need no more help from you. If this is what you call help.
But apparently, it's a house that needs to be torn down. Really, what they were buying was 8 acres of land. They bought it for $40,000. There's 2 trailers.
Oh, I missed that part. Okay, so they really don't plan to live in this house.
What did you watch, ma'am?
I thought that they was planning on trying to fix this mother.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. They're tearing that down. They bought the property, the 8 acres for $40,000, which is really good. There's 2 trailers on there. Apparently, they plan on having one for them and one for the kids. I don't know how I feel about them being separated like that. That just sounds weird as hell.
That sounds weird.
That sounds weird. But regardless, they have, they have a guest room, a guest house. They got a house and a guest house. Okay. It even got swings and slides and stuff. They got a fire pit. They made s'mores. I
was laughing. Shout out to Twitter. And Twitter said, how do you out here making s'mores when you got schless? I said, shit.
Oh my God.
Oh,
the poor little baby. She ain't even want to be there. She mad. She's stepping all in mud and stuff. I felt bad. But basically, they
gonna make the best of it.
They did. Sara tells Shawn that she needs to give his ex a call. I think he started off this conversation totally wrong. Okay. He calls her, says he's a full-time camper now. He just bought a piece of property. So immediately, of course, she flips the hell out. Right. How the hell you out here buying property when you ain't paid child support in I don't know how many months? And he's like, oh, well, that was the reason why I bought it. So that basically trying to explain that everything will be cheaper now. And maybe, he'll be able to afford to give her something.
So y'all can come out here and live off the land.
Listen.
And look, I'm not going to Shade Squad. I enjoy camping. I ain't even gonna hold you. I would actually, I go in a tent. So I can appreciate a camper, but what I cannot do, that can't be my life. That can't be my life.
I'm thinking the trailer situation is temporary. I'm thinking. What I
They
know
gotta
is,
have some money to build. They gotta have
huh?
some money to tear
Yeah,
down.
but I think what they're doing is, being that they're only paying like $400 or $500 a month, they're trying to work on the business to build the business with whatever extra money they have. So whatever extra money they have, they plan to build onto that property. What I do know is, for 8 acres, 40 G's is really good. That's the even if they were just buying the land and, I don't know, didn't have nowhere else to sleep, that's still good. I mean,
Okay, Shade Squad. I love her for looking on the brighter side of the rainbow and all that good. But all right, would you do it?
huh?
Would you let your man say, "Hey, babe, we need to downsize," and convince you to move into this trailer? Would you do this struggle, love? I want to know, since you feel like, oh, it's not that I want to hear.
I didn't say about the trailer. What I
Nah,
said was that the 8 acres.
you really out here promoting this struggle, love.
No, what I'm saying is that 8 acres for 40,000 is a good deal. That's what I'm saying. I would have definitely said, yeah, let's buy that. Now, I didn't say that. I would say let's move on to a trailer onto that property. But definitely for 40,000, the 8 acres is a great deal. I would have definitely been on board with that. Definitely.
If I was Sarah, I wouldn't be with Shawn.
Well, all I know is baby mama said, listen, do what you gotta do, figure it out, and get my money to me, or else we're gonna have some problems. I'll come see about you. Okay. I'll see about your ass.
Yes, she
All right.
did.
Yes.
Now we get to the world's #1 parents, Justine and Michael,
This baby was so freaking cute.
until we learned her name.
And I know,
Justine has
yeah.
just come
Yes.
doctor's appointment and is nervous about sharing the news with everybody from the family, but they get back and she reveals that the baby is just so big and she's so small. So, her daughter, Kylie, gets all upset after Justine goes through all the possibilities of things that could go wrong. And then Michael tries to reassure Kylie that he'll always have their back. I'm just going to start here. This
Why
bothered
is
me.
that shade?
As your older daughter looks on like, nigga, you ain't never have my back. What the fuck? Excuse me. But I'm just saying, his older daughter's like, how can you imagine being his daughter and you over there? You know he's gonna be there for you,
Trees.
stepdaughter.
He was locked up. They wouldn't let him out. He would have had her back if he was free.
Okay, well, I'm gonna need you to show me some of that same love, telling me I don't know if you can move. I gotta think about it. But I
He
always
didn't
got
say he
your
got to
back,
think about
Kylie.
it.
I
He
ain't like it.
said, he said,
I didn't like it. I didn't like
he
it.
said he got to talk to Justine about it. Just like your partner would need to talk to you about it as well.
Let me see how that goes. Justine starts complaining of, back pain and
I think she would be okay with Kylie. I don't know about the mama. Honestly, I believe that Justine would be okay with Kylie
you
moving there.
mean Melody.
Melody, yes,
Yeah.
with Melody moving there, but not the mama. But they both want to come.
Right. So Justine starts complaining of, her neck and her back. And guess what, girl? That means you in labor. That's what that means. That's not new. So Michael's mother insists that she, go to the hospital because that's what you do when you're in labor. So Justine gets emotional because the baby had I'm just making things bigger than what they are. But I get it, it's TV or whatever. That's why I said they have to be getting to the end because y'all, anybody with bad babies, that just means you're in labor. So she gets all emotional because the baby ain't moved in a few hours, because the baby getting ready to come out. So they get to the hospital and Michael is concerned about Justine's uterus rupturing. No, it's just gonna open up and it's gonna, do what it does.
No, with the C-section.
Oh, I'm sorry if y'all can't tell. I don't really care for them. So Justine finally has the baby safely and decides that she's gonna name her Manhattan Barbie. She thinks it's chic and epic and just, pictures her shopping in New York, even though they're moving to Vegas. And y'all are from Pennsylvania. Make it make sense. Michael feels like this is his
Maybe
second.
she meant on Rodeo. Maybe she should have named her Rodeo.
Malibu Barbie, maybe?
No, it's not giving Malibu.
It's not giving Manhattan either. So anyway, Michael feels like,
Well,
you stupid. Michael feels like this is his second chance to be there from the beginning for one of his kids. It's about damn time. So Justine and Michael are bringing home baby Maddie. That's what we're gonna call her. I like that a lot better. And she's welcome home by all the kids. We learned that Michael has finally gotten approval to move, and they'll be leaving for PA in 2 weeks. All the kids seem to be excited about their new sibling. Michael's mom is there, talking to him about her and Mel moving to Vegas. And he admits that he ain't said nothing to Justine because he was so worried about her uterus rupturing. But he lets her know that he'll talk to her, once she's, back on the up and up. And so then she mentions her trifling act, mentions, oh, well, I still got the the DNA test. And he's like, "Man, get that out of my house. How you over here talking about moving with me?" In the same breath.
What doesn't make sense to me is okay, maybe you could get the baby's DNA, but she still needs to get his DNA. And if he's not on board, how you gonna do that?
I don't know. Maybe she feels like because she's his mom, she has, I don't know, because that's true. She's only 50%. You're right. Or maybe she'll swap. No, because they have oh, that's true. She has no way to do it if she doesn't do it with his. You're right. So his mom thinks that although the baby looks precious, it looks more like Justine and Kylie. So she just wants to be sure. And she knows
She is gorgeous. And I usually don't think newborns are really cute.
Right, she was gorgeous. And she knows that she's overstepping, but she just don't care. And I said, and that's why they shouldn't kid leave your ass in Rhode Island or wherever the hell you at.
That's exactly. Even like everybody's telling you, even your daughter, your ride or die, who's normally on your side, is telling you you're dead wrong.
Yeah, well, drop down in the comment Shade Squad. Let us know what you think about this episode of The Life After the Lockup. If you have not already, please make sure that you hit that like button.
Make sure you comment.
You subscribe.
And you hit the notification bell.
And make sure you're following us on all the platforms, the TikTok, the Twitter, the Facebook, and the IG. And we will catch you next week for what might be. Then we still got to see Chevelle and a couple other people. So because they got to show this wedding. Maybe that'll be the finale. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm thinking, my mind tells me it might be the finale. True. I can't promise y'all nothing because y'all know we TV funny and stuff. Anyway, but thank you guys. We love you and we hope you have a great week. Bye-bye.